Good afternoon, greetings, and welcome from the Turley Athletic Complex in St. Petersburg, Florida. The second-ranked University of Tampa Spartans visiting the Eckerd College Tritons for a doubleheader, games 2 and 3 of a three-game series. Tampa victorious last night, the number 2 team in the nation, with a 4-0 victory at the expense of the Tritons. Brielle Benefield ready to go in the circle at 12:51 p.m. delivers strike one, and we are underway in St. Petersburg. Benefield winds, delivers. Off the outside corner, 1-1. Benefield's 1-1 offering. Brings the breaking ball toward the inner edge, but it bends too far inside, 2-1. Just underway between Eckerd and Tampa. This is the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. I'm Nate March. Apologies as we're sorting through a few technical difficulties here as Benefield delivers upstairs, 3-1. There we go. I do at least have lineups back in front of me. Lauren Fantone is the batter leading off, swings at the 3-1 pitch and fouls it back. Lily Keister is in the on-deck circle to bat second. She's the center fielder. Payoff pitch. It's ball 4. Leadoff runner aboard for Tampa. Keister to the plate. Mariah Galhouse on deck. She's the right fielder, hitting third. Cameron Winiger is on deck to clean up. Signs of a bunt. It's kept back, but a strike delivered. Says Galhouse on deck, Winiger in the hole. Russo batting fifth. This time the bunt stabbed at and dropped down foul. 0-2. Avery Perkins is the DP batting sixth. Lexi Chevalier, the catcher, batting seventh. Kate DeSimone batting eighth at first base. And the shortstop, Kylie Seweck, batting ninth. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt of the catcher for the Tritons. Skylar Reddish able to squeeze one away. Defensively for the Tritons with one down and a runner at first. Around the infield from the hot corner to first base, Janice Casanis at third, Brenna Lukinski at shortstop, Ella Coiner at second, Lauren Margolis at first. No surprises there. Benefield issues a strike across the inner half, 0-1. In the outfield, Megan Diaz is flanked by Brooklyn Cardona in right and Hannah Gordon in left. Reddish doing the catching, Benefield the pitching, 0-1. Hit in the air by Galhouse into short center field. Diaz almost all the way into the infield dirt, making the catch. With 2 feet still in the green, 2 away. So one last time that lineup for the Spartans. Fantone, Keister, Galhouse, Winiger, Russo, Perkins, Chevalier, DeSimone, and Seweck. And a poke into right center field. Cardona comes up gunning for third. Throw to second, a chance there. No, diving in safely at full speed. Cameron Winiger able to get into second on Cardona's throw to third. So instead of first and third, it's second and third. And the Spartans threatening with 2 away. And Alexa Russo to the plate. Benefield winds, delivers to Russo. She goes after the first pitch, swings and misses. So as we're playing catch-up here a bit in the top of the first, Fantone walked. Keister flew out to shallow center. struck out. Then Galehouse flew out to shallow center. Here's a pop-up foul and back, 0-2. Softball is, as usual, the absolute worst sport to scramble in late to with traffic. 0-2 pitch with 2 away, fouled off to the right side. When Tampa heads into the field in the bottom of the inning, Gwen McGinnis is going to be getting the start, the right-hander from Lincoln High School out of Tallahassee. Benefield's 0-2. Another foul up in the air. Benefield, of course, the Admiral Farragut product. This is hit down the line. Trouble if it's fair. Gordon dives, makes the catch, lunging across the chalk into foul territory for the final out of the inning. The Spartans strand a pair in scoring position, and the Tritons are coming to bat. In the bottom of the first, no score when we get back on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Cora Physical Therapy. For more information and to achieve a healthier you, visit coraphysicaltherapy.com, where patients with orthopedic problems, work-related injuries, sports injuries, and various neuromuscular and neurological conditions are always treated right. Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Cindy-O Wealth Partners. Cindy-O Wealth Partners can help you simplify your wealth-related decision-making through their years of experience and earned expertise, unwavering work ethic, and unquestioned integrity. Check them out at cindyowp.com.
Here, our mission is to move you, to challenge your thoughts, to keep you paddling onward. No bricks and ivy, but sun and sand, where learning happens everywhere, even here. A home for the adventurous, the doers.
Between the Tritons and the Spartans at the Turley Athletic Complex. Brenna Lekinski stands in to lead off for the Tritons. McGinnis winds and fires. Lekinski goes after the first pitch and lifts it up foul out of play. After Brenna Lekinski, Ella Coiner's batting second. Laura Margolis hitting third. Skylar Reddish cleans up. Megan Diaz bats fifth. Brooklyn Cardona hitting sixth. Lekinski watches the ball upstairs, 1-1. Back third of the order is Jaden Wright, Hannah Gordon, and Janice Casanis. 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. So again for the Tritons, Lekinski, Coiner, Margolis, Reddish, Diaz, Cardona, Wright, Gordon, Casanis. Well-placed strike on the inner third. McGinnis on the season making her fifth start. She's 6-0 in her previous 15 appearances. Lekinski swings, hits it a long way, high in the air, across the line into foul territory. Catch is made in deep left foul ground by Lauren Fantone. And it looks like we may actually have an injury for Tampa out there. I looked down after the catch was made. And it looks like Fantone, while making the catch, she did hit into the fencing out there. And I think she got stuck in the lower rungs of the fence there with her spikes. First time we've seen that, but happy to see that it's not an injury. Ella Coiner up, the star freshman for the Tritons. Takes a pitch up high from McGinnis, 1-0. No score, bottom of the first inning. Check swing on the 1-0 pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. The Lakewood Ranch High product digs back in a hitter's count. McGinnis is 2-0. Caught the inside corner for a strike, 2-1. Two and 1 count. At the knees for called strike 2. Coiners watched her way into a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Game 1 of the series, a 4-1 win for the Spartans. 2-2 to Coiner. She fouls it off. Only 10 total hits in the game, 6 for Tampa, 4 for Eckerd in yesterday's contest, an afternoon game. 2-2 pitch, beneath the knees. The payoff, Coiner fouls off another. Tampa is 30-2 on the season, and as I mentioned, ranked number 2 in the country. Payoff pitch, another fouled off pitch by Coiner. One of Tampa's 2 losses was in conference. The other was to Valdosta State. Inside ball 4, Coiner walks. I mentioned the Valdosta State loss because they were a nemesis for the Spartans last year, keeping them out of knocking them out in the regional final. Valdosta State going 2-1 against the Spartans last year in a regional round that was hosted by Tampa. A strike, or actually a ball a hair low. Lauren Margolis is the batter. There's one down, Coiner's up. Yes, Margolis the batter, Reddish on deck. Upstairs, 2-0. Margolis takes on the inner edge. On the year, Margolis hitting .368, 3 home runs, 24 driven in. The 2-1. Cut and a miss. McGinnis getting it by Margolis. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Got her, it hit her. Margolis heads down to first. So Reddish up now. The Tritons have dropped 7 in a row. Currently 20-16 on the season. Pitch to Reddish. She looks at a knee-high strike, 0-1. So with McGinnis in the circle, here's the defense for the Spartans. Russo and Seaweck on the left side. Winninger and DeSimone on the right. Reddish is into a 0-2 count. Keister is in center field, flanked by Fantone in left and Galehouse in right. Chevalier doing the catching. 0-2 pitch. Fisted into the middle infield, caught out of the air by Winninger at second. 2 away, no score in the bottom of the first inning. Megan Diaz, the batter. Diaz hitting .288, 1 home run, has driven in 19. Diaz checks her swing, takes the ball up and outside, 1-0. The 1-0. Up in the eyes, 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0. Diaz swings and misses. The 2-1. Diaz comes up empty. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Diaz hangs in against the off-speed pitch and fights it off. Another 2-2. Diaz swings and misses. Both teams strand a couple in the first inning. We go to the second, scoreless on the SSC Digital Network.
The free thinkers, and the best friends, where we push you to become a better citizen, problem solver, creator, for the careers of today and new ones on the horizon.
Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Domino's on 34th Street South. For pizza, wings, pasta, salad, and sandwiches, think Domino's, just a mile from campus on 34th Street South. And when you're in the stands at Triton games, don't forget to cheer on the Domino's in-game promotion to receive 1 free pizza. Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Ferg Sports Bar and Grill.
Top of the second inning, Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Nate March here with you. Almost settled in after a swift start, but no scoring. Both teams putting a couple runners on, but leaving them there in the first. Avery Perkins leads off for the Spartans. Benefield winds, delivers. And the lefty hitter looks at a strike. Perkins, a Fort Myers High School product and the sister of Hannah Perkins, the former Triton standout in the circle. The 0-1. Looking to slap, Perkins keeps the bat back on her shoulder and watches a ball outside, 1-1. Benefield rocks and fires, popped up foul and out of play. Sunny and steamy here in the Tampa Bay area. Lots of fog this morning that has burned off in the early afternoon. 1-2 pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Summer, of course, is right around the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Perkins keeps the bat back on a ball up in her eyes, and the count goes full. The 3-2. Lined into center field, and it gets by Diaz on a hop all the way to the warning track. Perkins can fly on her way to second. The throw to third. She's in there, sliding into Casanis and standing to the bag. Casanas had to reach for the throw, and it tipped off the end of her glove. A single and an E8, putting a runner at third with nobody out for Lexi Chevalier. Chevalier from Valrico, Florida, steps in. Had a home run in last night's game, a 2-run shot in the second inning. Benefield starts with a slow curve into the zone for a called strike. Eckerd baseball, of course, is across the bay at Tampa. 0-1 offering. Benefield keeps it slow, but the pitch comes in low, 1-1. Corners pinched in front of their bags. Middle infielders creep in as well. Beneath the knees, 2-1. Two-one offering. Got the inside corner in the top of the zone, 2-2. Chevalier's home run last night gives her a team-leading 5. The 2-2. Fouled straight back. Two-two pitch. Blasted a mile, but foul. Over toward Johnson Field, where there is a soccer camp taking place today. The 2-2. Called strike 3 on the breaking ball. Tampa head coach Leslie Cantor lodging her complaint. Huge strikeout for Benefield to pick up the first out of the inning in front of Kate DeSimone. DeSimone takes a pitch on the inner edge for a called strike. DeSimone, the first baseman, also does some pitching for this Spartans team. 0-1 offering by Benefield. Pop back foul, 0-2. DeSimone hitting .313 on the season, no home runs, is driven in 8. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, Benefield with back-to-back strikeouts, and is 1 out away from escaping the top of the second without a run coming in. Trying to pick up her teammate, Megan Diaz, who had a rare defensive miscue to put a runner on third. First pitch strike pumped in to Kylie Seaweck. The Spartan shortstop is the 9-hole hitter, top of the order, looms on deck. Margolis even with her bag. Casanas a step in from hers. The 0-1, fouled off, 0-2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Benefield goes up with the fastball and strikes out the side after the leadoff hit and the error that put Perkins on third. Middle of 2, scoreless between the Tritons and the Spartans on the SSC Digital Network.
years, Ferg Sports Barn Grill has been the official gathering spot for Tampa Bay Rays fans. Located in downtown St. Pete, Ferg's encompasses nearly 2 city blocks with both indoor and outdoor seating with live music. When watching your next Tampa Bay sporting event, check out Ferg's.
Brooklyn Cardona leads off for the Tritons, 6-7-8 in the order in the bottom of the second inning. Still no score between the Tritons and Tampa. McGinnis, the UT starter, delivers up above the belt and out of the zone, 1-0. Cardona flares it on the infield, caught out of the air at third base by Russo. And there's one down, the Triton second. Brings up Jaden Wright, whose speed has been an important asset for the Tritons on the season. She's hitting .351 in her freshman campaign. No home runs, 5 driven in. And the first pitch to the slapper, taken for a strike, 0-1. McGinnis rocks and delivers. Slap attempt fouled down the third base side toward the Tritons head coach, Katie Profit. Right in an 0-2 hole. The 0-2, fouled back, tipped off the mitt of the catcher, Chevalier. The 0-2. Must have been low, certainly had the plate, 1-2. McGinnis is 1-2. Pretty similar pitch. Wright watches it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. With the slapper up, Keister drawn way in center. Fantone, of course, also in and left, and it's hit her way into foul territory. Makes the catch on the move, goes to the ground, hangs on, 2 away. Couple of well-made plays by Fantone in left, one deep into the left field corner into foul ground, and this time lunging after crossing the line coming in to take out Wright. 2 away, and Hannah Gordon is the batter. Righty-righty matchup against McGinnis with 2 away and no score in the second. Goes after the first pitch and comes up empty, 0-1. The 0-1. Up in the eyes, a ball and a strike. McGinnis starting game 1 today. Galhouse started last night, a complete game shutout. 1-1 pitch. Gordon swings and misses. Galhouse, McGinnis, and then Feldman and DeSimone all have starts in the circle for Tampa this year. Gordon checked her swing. Did she go? No. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Inside, count full on Gordon. Gordon, one of the stronger defensive players for the Tritons, but at the plate, hitting .213 on the year. He's never quite gotten going with the stick. The payoff. Got a piece. No, she didn't. Tag applied. The ball was loose on the swing and miss, but Chevalier applies the tag to complete the play and the K for the final out of the inning. Tritons are gone in order in the second. We go to the third scoreless on the SSC Digital Network.
Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, J. Harper Consulting. J. Harper Consulting is Florida's definitive network of vetted contractors serving insurance carriers and clients. For your next contracting project, check them out at jharperconsulting.com.
A big reason why Eckerd succeeds on and off the court is because of the tremendous support we receive throughout the year. I want to thank the members of the Tealinster Society for your generous gifts to help fund our teams.
Even a small gift can go a long way to support our teams, such as scholarships, travel, uniforms, and many other things. Please consider joining our Tealinster Society today.
Visit EckerdTritons.com/give for more information. Thank you, and go Tritons!
Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Novak and Powell. To achieve your financial life on better terms,
Top of the third, top of the order for the University of Tampa Spartans. Lauren Fantone steps to the plate. She led off the game with a walk about a half hour ago. Scoreless at the end of two. Brielle Benefield rocks and fires off the plate outside, 1-0. To Fantone. Same spot, outside, 2-0. The 2-0. Taken in, 3 balls, no strikes. Spartans had a runner at third, nobody out last inning and failed to score. 3-0 pitch. There's a strike. Tritons living dangerously, though. Tampa's already had 3 runners in scoring position. So far, have left them all there. 3-0 pitch. Inside ball 4. Fantone aboard. Keister comes to the plate. Tampa, not a team that runs a lot. Efficient when they do. 29 stolen bases on 35 tries. Fantone, a half dozen steals over at first base. A bunt drop down. Casanas in easily with the play to Margolis. Sacrifice successful. 5-3 goes the put out on the sacrifice, and Fantone moves down to second. That was Keister again who put it down. Galehouse to the plate. She flew out to shallow center in her first at bat. Pitch to Galehouse. Fouls it back. 0-1 on the 3-hole hitter for the Spartans. Already the 4th runner in scoring position for Tampa in the game. 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air into right field. Cardona with a beat on it. In, under, makes the catch. Runner trying to advance. Throw off the line. And Tampa gets on the board on an E9. Tritons give one away. And the Spartans take a 1-0 lead. Cardona made the catch for the second out of the inning. Fantone tagged up at second, and Cardona threw it to the side fence. One nothing. Already the second error in the outfield for the Tritons in the game. And when you're looking to upset the number 2 team in the country, miscues like that are potentially devastating. Winninger is the batter, 1-0 on her. She skies the ball a mile high up over the bleachers and foul, 1-1. So nobody on, 2 away, a run in for the Spartans, scoring without a hit in the inning. No, 1-1. Late downward dive on the curveball to get it into the zone, 1-2. Winninger singled her first time up. The 1-2. Punched into center, Diaz back, makes the shoulder high catch. For the Spartans, 1 run, no hits, 1 Eckerd error, nobody left on base. Middle of 3, Tampa 1, Eckerd 0 on the SSC Digital Network.
Thank the financial service advisors of Novak & Powell at novakpowell.com. Novak & Powell helps from managing and preserving your wealth to leaving a legacy for your loved ones. Thank you to preferred hotel partner of Eckerd Athletics, Residence Inn. Experience a peaceful waterfront getaway at Residence Inn Tierra Verde. Located directly on the bay, the Residence Inn is a waterfront hotel just steps away from all your favorite St. Pete attractions. When booking your next St. Pete getaway, think Residence Inn.
Nine 1-2 in the order for the Tritons. Janice Casanes leads off for Eckerd. McGinnis delivers inside. Casanes considering a bunt, but kept the bat back. One 0 pitch. Strike on the inner half. Top of the order is next. Lakinski, then Coiner. If anyone reaches, Margolis to bat. 1-1 pitch. Bunt attempted, but popped back. 1-2. Casanes has a very diverse offensive game. Has some pop in her bat, but also a threat to drop down a bunt. Hitting .264, 1 homer, 8 driven in out of the 9-hole this season. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts by McGinnis to end the second and begin the third. 3 strikeouts overall. Tampa leads 1-0 over Eckerd. Pitch to Lakinski. Takes inside 1-0. Lakinski flew out to deep left in foul territory in the bottom of the first inning. 0 for 1. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 1-1 pitch, low and outside. Coming into the game, McGinnis with 39 strikeouts and just 6 walks in 44 2/3 innings. Lakinski fists the ball towards second, grabbed at shortstop by Seaweck. Now works quickly to get the ball out of her glove and over to first to retire her counterpart Lakinski, 2 away. Two away and the base is empty. Coiner swings and fouls the ball down the right side. And gets down foul. Quinter worked it full, fought off a couple pitches, and then walked her first time up. The 0-1. Over the inner third, 0-2. Wind picking up, blowing to left. Coiner got a piece to stay alive, 0-2. Hit towards second. The third bounce is grabbed and Winninger quickly delivers to first. Middle infield playing very well defensively in the bottom of the third inning. Fine plays by Seaweck and Winninger. And we're through 3 full, 1-0 Tampa on the SSC Digital Network. Top of the fourth inning, Tampa back to bat. First pitch swinging and a foul knocked over the right side. Well, actually didn't quite sneak over the right side fence, but it is down foul. Alexa Russo batting. She'll be followed by Perkins and Chevalier. Russo swings a line drive right at Lakinski, let her high, 1 away. Here's Perkins. She singled to center her first time up. The ball skipped by Diaz. Perkins went all the way to third with nobody out in the second, but was left there as the next 3 batters all struck out. Perkins looks at a strike on the inner third, 0-1. His first 3 innings plus have been about as sharp as Benefield's been all year. Just the 1 unearned run surrendered off the plate outside. A ball and a strike on Perkins. Base is empty and 1 away as Benefield delivers, chopped over the circle. Lakinski stabs, fires, and got the out. Narrowly nips Perkins, who was flying down the line. Well, the decisive run so far has been the result of a Triton's error, but by and large, both teams have been flashing some leather, especially in the middle infield. 2 away, and the bases are empty for Chevalier, who went down looking controversially her first time up. Swings at the first pitch and foul tips it into the mitt of Reddish, 0-1. Benefield's 0-1 offering. Shoulder high, inside, 1-1. One offering. A hair beneath the knees, 2-1. Sent back this way on the 2-1 pitch, levels the count at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Hit sharply off Casanes and into left field. Chevalier, a 2-out single to extend the inning for DeSimone. DeSimone goes after the first one, fouls it down the left side on the ground, 0-1. A 1 pitch. Got the inner edge, 0-2. Low and outside, a breaking ball on 0-2. The 1-2. It's up high. Two with 2 away. Cranked a mile, but foul. Up to the far reaches of the batting cage down the left field line. The 2-2 to DeSimone. Another foul sent down the right side. Benefield off the third base edge of the pitcher's plate. Another cranked foul ball, this one on a sharp line. Benefield got DeSimone by elevating a fastball the first time she was up. DeSimone's been right on everything so far in this AB. Benefield tries to bend that breaking ball down into the top of the zone, but it hangs upstairs and the count is full. Frees up Chevalier to go on the pitch. Payoff. Grounded to third, Casanes, foul. 3-2, another foul ball. DeSimone yet to see the pitch that she can get in play, but has continued to fight off pitch after pitch after pitch. Yet another 3-2. Inside for ball 4. Seaweck comes to the plate. Now we may have a pinch runner or a pinch hitter here. Pinch hitter for the Spartans, Miranda Perez. Wesley Chapel native out of Wiregrass Ranch High School. So Perez pinch hitting for Seaweck. Perez swings the first pitch and comes up empty. Not many at-bats on the season for Perez, but 3 hits in 5 at-bats when she has stepped into the box. Behind 0-1, 2 aboard, 2 away. Very late on that pitch, 0-2. Tampa trying to extend a 1-0 lead. Benefield trying to hold things where they are. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Benefield a 3-pitch strikeout. And the Spartans strand 2 more. 5 strikeouts in the game for Benefield. And we're halfway home in game 1 with Tampa leading Eckerd 1-0 on the SSC Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
The meat of the Tritons order comes up in the bottom of the 4th, trailing 1-0. Lauren Margolis takes upstairs 1-0. Margolis, Reddish, and Diaz, the batters for the Tritons. Margolis was hit by a pitch her first time. Swings and fouls the ball off the end of the bat and back, 1-1. Oh, 1-1. Off speed and up. 2 balls and a strike. Tritons held without a hit through the first time through the order. 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air, knifing foul down the right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tampa plating an unearned run in the third inning. 2-2. Hit through the left side for a base hit on a line from Margolis. Leadoff batter aboard for the Tritons, their first hit of the ball game. Reddish to the plate. Checks her swing, but takes a strike. Reddish popped out to second base, her first time up. Up in the eyes, 1-1. McGinnis is 1-1. Down for a ball, 2 balls and a strike. Got the inside corner, 2-2. McGinnis is 2-2, and Reddish couldn't hold up. Took an appeal, but she went around for the first out of the inning. Megan Diaz to the plate. She went down swinging her first time. 1-0 Tampa, runner at first for the Spartans, and a ball low to Diaz, 1-0. Diaz watches a series of signs. Swings and sends a sky-high fly ball into center, the wind helping carry it to the front edge of the warning track, where the catch is made by Keister, 2 away. Not a surprise, but I neglected to mention Seaweck did re-enter the game at shortstop, so Tampa remains unchanged defensively from the start of the game. 2 away runner at first, Cardona the batter. She goes after the first pitch, flares it into short left field, but down foul, 2 feet to the left of the line. Cardona hit a soft knuckling liner to third that was caught out of the air first time. Pulls this ball through the right side for a base hit. Throw to first base from right field, but not nearly in time. And the Tritons trying to rally with 2 away with 2 on and right to the plate. The game about to turn an hour old with the Tritons down a run with 2 away in the bottom of the 4th inning. McGinnis, the right-hander, delivers and right flares it into short left field. But on the run, in comes Fantone to make the catch. And it's Eckerd's turn to leave a couple on base. End of 4, Tampa 1, Eckerd 0 on the SSC Digital Network.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Fantone leads off for the Spartans. Top of the order for Tampa in the top of the 5th inning. A called strike delivered to Fantone, who has walked twice in the game. Benefield back out to the circle for the 5th inning. Low and inside, a ball and a strike. Tampa up by a run thanks to an unearned run in the 3rd inning on an errant throw from the outfield to third base. Benefield issues a strike across the outer half and for the first time finds herself ahead of Fantone in the game. The 1-2 popped off to the left side foul into the Tritons bullpen. One-two pitch, fouled to the bottom of the backstop. Spartans hitters have consistently been pests, fouling off 2 strike pitches. So Benefield finds herself delivering another 1-2 up in the eyes of Fantone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 hitting the left field. Gordon on the run, reaches up, doesn't make the catch. Ball winds up at the base of the wall. Fantone takes a step or 2 beyond second, stops with a leadoff double. Another base runner in scoring position for the Spartans. Keister put down a sacrifice her last time, but this time no sign of the bunt as she watches the ball up in her eyes, 1-0. Benefield has struck out 5 in the game. Keister was the first one. Bunt dropped down right in front of the plate. And foul. Reddish alertly let it roll. It had backspin. And it trickled back over the plate and into foul territory. It was risky. It looked for a split hair of a second. That ball might just die in front of the Pentagon. Well, 1-1. Popped up. So Benefield able to get out without the runner advancing as Diaz races into shallow left center field to make the catch. Mariah Galhouse to the plate. She has flown out twice to center and to right. Swings and laces a ball into left center field for a hit, doubling the Tampa lead. Fantone scores easily. Galhouse standing in at second with an RBI double. 2-0 Tampa in the 5th inning. For Galhouse, her 6th double and 35th RBI on the season. That paces the nation's number 2 team in runs batted in. One away, winning her to the plate. And she goes after the first one, drives it deep into right field. Cardona going back, reaches out. It's still in play at the base of the wall. Galhouse waved around third. An RBI triple for winning her. 3-0 Tampa. Russo to the plate. 3 Tampa hits in this inning, all 3 for extra bases. Here's Russo. Takes outside, 1-0. It took until the 5th, but the Tampa bats are awake. The 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Upstairs, 3-0. Swinging away on 3-0, Russo fouls the pitch off. Russo hit a ball as hard as any in this game so far in her last at bat, but lined it right to Lakinski at shortstop. The 3-1, foul to the top of the netting, 3-2. Here's the payoff. Hit toward Casanes, holds the runner at third, makes the throw low, but dug up on the backhanded pick by Margolis for a 5-3 putout. Russo retired, she's 0 for 3, and there's 2 away. Here's Perkins. Pitch beneath the knees to Perkins, 1-0. Perkins singled her first time up into center, then grounded to shortstop in the 4th inning, so just an inning ago. Tampa has scored 2 runs to extend their lead to 3-0. Hit to the right side corner, fields and fires, 4-3 ground out, ends the inning. But the Spartans plate 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Middle of 5, 3-0 Tampa on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Cora Physical Therapy. For more information and to achieve a healthier you, visit coraphysicaltherapy.com. Where patients with orthopedic problems, work-related injuries, sports injuries, and various neuromuscular and neurological conditions are always treated right. Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Cindy O Wealth Partners. Cindy O Wealth Partners can help you simplify your wealth-related decision-making through their years.
Bottom of the 5th inning, 3-0 Tampa in front. Addison Langston pinch hitting for Hannah Gordon. McGinnis still in the circle and delivers a strike to the Tritons pinch hitter. Langston hitting .293 on the year, 1 home run, 10 runs batted in. On 1 pitch. Hit on a line to shortstop. Seaweck snares it to her right for the grab, dropping to her knees for the first out of the inning. One away, Casanas to the plate. She went down swinging her first time up. First pitch swinging, a foul pop back. Gwen McGinnis with 4 strikeouts so far in the game. One in each inning up to this one. Pop back foul, 1-1. Taken up in the eyes, ball and 2 strikes. Another foul off Casanas' bat. The 1-2. Grounded to Seaweck at short, skimming along the dirt, up and firing. The middle infielder sets down Casanas for the second out of the inning. Triton's down 3-0, 2 away, bases empty, bottom 5, back to the top of the order. Lakinski's 0 for 2. Off-speed pitch, a called strike on the outer half, 0-1. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1 offering. Popped up behind the bag at third, foul territory. Russo with the call and the catch. The Tritons go quickly and quietly in the 5th. On to the 6th, Tampa 3, Eckerd 0 on the SSC Digital Network.
Experience and earned expertise, unwavering work ethic, and unquestioned integrity. Check them out at cindyowp.com.
Here, our mission is to move you, to challenge your thoughts, to keep you paddling onward. No bricks and ivy, but sun and sand, where learning happens everywhere, even here. A home for the adventurous, the doers, the free thinkers, and the best friends, where we push you to become a better citizen, problem solver, creator, for the careers of today and new ones on the horizon.
Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Domino.
Top 6 in game 1 of 2 today. Eckerd trailing Tampa 3-0. Lexi Chevalier steps in, goes after the first pitch and drills it deep into center field. Diaz turns and watches it go. Chevalier's 6th home run of the season, her 2nd of the series. It's 4-0 Tampa. Over the 200 marker in straightaway center. DeSimone to the plate. Margin matching last night's now as Benefield goes back to work. DeSimone goes after the first one and launches it into left center field over Gordon to the base of the wall. A stand-up double. The last 5 Tampa hits have all gone for extra bases. Seawack to the plate. Seawack shows bunt, pulls it back, takes low, 1-0. Triton's had both corners crashing in, middle infielders on rotation. Seawack swings away at the 1-0 and lifts it back foul, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Bunt pulled back. Pitch inside. Game of chess between the Tritons infield and Seawack. Two 2-1 pitch. And the bunt again pulled back and the pitch low. Now it's 3-1. Bunted, right side, Margolis Fields goes to first. 3-4 goes the sacrifice. DeSimone moves to third. One away in the Tampa 6th. Back to the top of the order for the 4th time today, Lauren Fantone up. Fantone takes in the top of the zone, 0-1. Fantone has walked twice, doubled an inning ago. Has scored 1 run, been left at third twice in the game. A 1 pitch. Called a ball. 1-1. Benefield with the curve. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away in the 6th inning. Outside. The 2-1 is pulled into right field. Cardona backpedals to make the catch. Runner tags at third, and a run scores. Sacrifice fly for Fantone. 2 away, but DeSimone scores. It's 5-0 Tampa. Fantone's RBI. Her 13th of the season. Bases empty with 2 away. 5-0 game. Tampa in front. A strike on the outside corner to Lily Keister. Keister yet to reach today, 0 for 2. Has struck out, put down a sacrifice bunt, and flown out to center. The 0-1 pitch, a ball down, 1-1. Tampa extending their lead in the back half of the game. They scored a run in the 3rd, now 2 in the 5th, and 2 in the 6th. Off-speed breaking ball, hangs up out of the zone, 2-1. And Keister pulls it to the right of Coiner and into right center field. Keister thinking two, and she's got two, sliding in safely. There's Galehouse, who doubled in a run her last time up. Katie Profit on her way out to the circle. Benefield well up over 100 pitches with 2 away in the 6th inning. Galehouse 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI, as well as a run scored in the game. Strike on the inner third. The 0-1. Pitch dips down, a ball and a strike. That pitch opened up on and pulled onto the top of the batting cages, 1 and 2. Pitch thrown in the dirt. Keister thought about trying to take third. Reddish came up with the ball as cleanly as she could, and Keister stays put. Up and outside on the 2-2 pitch. Here's the payoff. Fouled on a bounce down the third base side. Benefield goes upstairs with the pitch. Galehouse went up after it, but got a piece. Another 3-2 offering by Benefield. Low and inside. First base, of course, was open, so Galehouse heads down there with Keister staying at second. Winninger to the plate. She's 2 for 3. A single, a triple, and an RBI. Strike taken. Benefield's 0-1 is hit high in the air, deep out into center field. Diaz hanging up over the fence, can't reel it in. A 3-run home run And the Tritons now are in jeopardy of being mercy ruled here in the 6th. Falling behind 8-0, they'll need to score in the bottom half of the inning. First, they need to find the final out here in this frame. 2 home runs in the 6th for Tampa. Chevalier to begin the inning. Now Winninger with a bomb to make it 8-0 Tampa. The home run for Winninger, her 5th of the season. And the day is done for Brielle Benefield. She'll give way to Olivia Johnson, last night's starter. And we'll step aside while Johnson delivers her warm-up pitches. It's 8-0 Tampa with 2 down in the 6th on the SSC Digital Network. Olivia Johnson takes over in the circle for the Tritons. Alexa Russo comes to bat with the bases empty after the 3-run home run by the shortstop Winninger that extended Tampa's lead to 8-0. The pitch from Johnson grazes the outer edge for a called strike. Johnson bounced to third, foul on the backhanded pickup by Casanis. This is Johnson's 17th appearance of the season, 7-4 on the year. Or actually increase both appearances and wins by by appearances and losses by 1. As that stat line didn't factor in last night when Johnson was on the wrong end of a 4-0 decision while going the distance against the Spartans. This is nudged down the line toward first and scoots just outside the bag foul. Russo's 0 for 3 in the game, looking for her first hit. Fouls off that one. Final line on Benefield, 5 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned, walked 4, struck out 5. Did allow a couple home runs, both to dead center. Pulled on a line, Casanis lunges left and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. The Tritons give up a 5 spot in the 6th and now must score in the bottom half of the inning with Coiner, Margolis, and Reddish coming up in order to keep the game going on the SSC Digital Network.
Street South. For pizza, wings, pasta, salad, and sandwiches, think Domino's, just a mile from campus on 34th Street South. And when you're in the stands at Triton games, don't forget to cheer on the Domino's in-game promotion to receive 1 free pizza. Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Ferg Sports Bar and Grill. For 30 years, Ferg Sports Bar and Grill has been the official gathering spot for Tampa Bay Rays fans. Located in downtown St. Pete, Ferg's encompasses nearly 2 city blocks with both indoor and outdoor seating with live music. When watching your next Tampa Bay sporting event, check out Ferg's.
Tampa 8, Eckerd 0, bottom of the 6th inning. Coiner, Margolis, and Reddish, the batters due up for Eckerd. Gwen McGinnis trying to close out the Tritons in inning number 6. A foul ball by Coiner, 0-1. Coiner has walked and grounded out to second base. Bounces this ball on a couple hops and a third to shortstop. Seaweck easily handles it. 1 away. Margolis up. She's 1 for 1. Was hit by a pitch and singled to left. One of only 2 hits that the Tritons have in the game. Both of those were in the 4th inning. Margolis swings through the first pitch, 0-1. Fouled off to the right side, 0-2. Up in the eyes, taken. The ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. McGinnis's 5th strikeout of the day. Retires Margolis. And there's 2 down in the Triton 6th, and it comes down to Skylar Reddish. Reddish swings at the first pitch, popping up an off-speed pitch, back and foul. The 0-1. 0-2 after another foul ball. Reddish swings a fly ball hanging in the air in right center field, and the catch is made for the final out by Galhouse. And Tampa puts this one away 8-0 in 6 innings. Eckerd falls to 20-17, 5-15 in conference. Tampa improves to 31-2, 19-1 in the SSC. McGinnis earns the win with a 6-inning shutout, improving to 7-0. Benefield slips to 8-8. Home runs for Chevalier and Winninger, 6th and 5th on the season, respectively. This game comes to a close in 1 hour, 35 minutes in Tampa's favor. And so we'll step aside and be back with Game 2 in just a little while, say 20 to 30 minutes. More than 20, maybe less than 30, depending on how things go, between the Tritons and the Spartans. So once again, that final score, 8-0 in number 2 ranked Tampa's favor. And the series finale will be coming up later with the Tritons trying to avoid a sweep on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.